Now let's take you across to West Bengal where Mamata Banerjee is carrying out a padyatra in Kolkata. And this is definitely going to be interesting because you can see Mamata Banerjee over there walking along with scores of party workers, the TMC leaders, all of them in a massive show of strength in the heart of Calcutta. This is not just any other padyatra or a rally. This is Mamata's message to the BJP, especially to the bigwigs who came down to West Bengal, that she is holding fort even now in West Bengal and that TMC is hoping to return to power once the results are out on 5th May. She has been flanked by several party workers, several MPs, MLAs, all of them marching together. We can identify a few of them. There is Shagarika Ghosh over there walking along with Mamata Banerjee. There is Shushmita Dev who is also walking along with Mamata Banerjee. My colleague Sabyasachi is joining me right now to get us more details. Sabyasachi, we are looking at these live visuals coming in from the heart of Kolkata in West Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee, in her iconic slippers and white sari that she is known for, has taken to the streets once again to send across a message, quite literally, that she is walking along the people of Kolkata towards the second phase of West Bengal elections. And it's a message to say that yes, she is here to still hold fort.
Massive crowd at Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, who is currently holding a roadshow from Jadavpur to Bhavanipur, and this would be the last roadshow ahead of the second phase on 29th. See, Mamata Banerjee's campaign for the 2026 West Bengal poll was a high-stakes, multi-layered effort centered on her personal leadership, expanded welfare delivery, Bengali cultural identity, and aggressive defense against perceived central interference. Now, as the incumbent Chief Minister and All India Trinamool Congress Supremo, she is seeking a fourth consecutive term in election held in two phases. Mamata Banerjee, in fact, time and again, has been talking about the core strategy, that is Mamata Manush 2.0, with welfare plus identity. And TMC's campaign explicitly revives its foundation philosophy of Mamata Manush. For women, she have been continuously announcing welfare schemes, and we already know that under Lakshmi Bandar, the women of the West Bengal have been receiving 1,200 rupees, and she also announced that it will be increased to 1,700. Now, the pitch from Mamata Banerjee both has been very extremely cultural and emotional as well. In fact, Mamata Banerjee was seen dancing on Bengali folk songs, as well as clearly if you see the entire campaign of Mamata Banerjee, she right from portraying that under BJP rules there is a threat to the Bengali identity, Bengali Oshmita, Bengali culture. And Mamata Banerjee from day one have been pitching that the Bharatiya Janata Party is outsider and they do not understand the sentiment of Bengal. And Mamata Banerjee rightly has been riding high on the support of the women voters in her previous terms as well. So as far as the women voters are concerned, there is a personal connect with Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. And time and again, we have seen that whether it is giving women representation in Lok Sabha or in Assembly polls, the Trinamool Congress is always there right in the front. Samia.
Absolutely, Sabyasachi. As far as Mamata Banerjee is concerned, her Mamata Manush campaign did connect with the people of Bengal, and that is the reason why she has been the sitting chief minister for the third consecutive term, and now she is eyeing a fourth term. But is there a fatigue, Sabyasachi, that usually sets in, especially amongst the youngsters? They want parivartan, they want a change. They feel what Mamata Banerjee is doing is good, but it could have been way better, especially when it comes to women's security, especially when it comes to jobs. This has been a fiercely fought battle from both sides, from the TMC's end and also from the BJP's end. Mamata Banerjee has been relentless in her campaign, as much as the Prime Minister and the Home Minister campaigning for the BJP in Bengal. But whether it was the SIR, whether it was for Mamata Banerjee to take the members whose names had been struck off the list as dead, she brought them all to the national capital to parade them before the election commission, or for that matter, wearing the black robe herself and arguing her case. Mamata Banerjee has not left any stone unturned. Sabyasachi, I want to ask you, what is ailing Mamata Banerjee's government? Because this show of strength that we are looking at right now, Sabyasachi, does show that she still enjoys the popular vote.
Samia, it's the history of West Bengal. See, from the late 70s, we have seen Jyoti Basu was in charge for 23 years. After that, Buddhadev Bhattacharya took over to the post of Chief Minister. He was there 2 consecutive terms. And then Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee straight 3 consecutive terms. So the people of West Bengal has been voting for a face. So that has been an advantage as far as the Trinamool Congress is concerned. And you see, the Trinamool understands the dynamics of the 2026 polls. They understand that a lot has changed since 2021, and that is the reason why we are seeing that a change in strategy as far as the Trinamool Congress is concerned. And the Trinamool Congress is well aware of the fact that their huge advantage of Mamata Banerjee is the women voters, is the fact that the women voters somewhere connect personally with Mamata Banerjee on ground, and that is a very that is a point which the Trinamool Congress have been highlighting in their campaign, that Ma Mati Manush 2.0. In fact, for Mamata Banerjee, as we say in politics, that often sometimes is the best defense, and she has been taking on the heavyweights of the Bharatiya Janata Party, whether it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, or all the chief ministers of the BJP ruled states, as well as the central forces. See, regarding the fight taking on this on the ECI regarding the SIR exercise, the Trinamool Congress definitely had set out a huge example, because it was Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee who led the fight against SIR. She brought the people whose names were deleted from the voter list to the national capital. She personally represented them in the Supreme Court. So there she straight away attacked to the Congress as well as the CPIM. In fact, she said that both these political parties did not even bother to raise their voice when it comes to the SIR, but it was only Mamata Banerjee who decided to take on the fight against SIR. And Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee now leading the last padyatra before the campaigning ends, and she's doing a padyatra from Jadavpur to Bhavanipur, and Bhavanipur will be the ultimate litmus test as far as the Trinamool Congress is concerned, because it brought Mamata Banerjee in power in 2011 in the by-polls, and after she lost in Nandigram in 2021 against Suvendu Adhikari by a margin of 1900 votes. Then she again came back to Bhavanipur, and she understands the demography of Bhavanipur as well, because 33% of the population of Bhavanipur is not Sami actually Bengali speaking, it is Hindi speaking. So for Trinamool Congress, it's going to be a challenge as far as the BJP is concerned. One such example that we had seen yesterday when Mamata Banerjee was also in Bhavanipur, Suvendu Adhikari was also in Bhavanipur. So when Mamata Banerjee was speaking, she was getting the audio from the BJP campaign, and she was completely irritated, and she said that I'm going to complain. I have already sought permission from the police. In fact, she also said that if the BJP is disrupting my campaign, then tomorrow again I am going to campaign in the same location, in the same locality. And clearly this shows that the offense is the best defense, and that is what Mamata Banerjee is doing right now, Sami.
Absolutely, Sabyasachi, but we are showing these visuals on our screens right now, ladies and gentlemen. On one hand, you can see the Prime Minister carrying out a rally in Barakpur, another very populated area of Kolkata. And on the other side, you can see Mamata Banerjee carrying out a padyatra. Now, Sabyasachi, while we are talking about the numbers, the crowd that are walking along with Mamata Banerjee, how do you define the kind of popularity that Prime Minister Modi enjoys over here? In the last few elections that I have covered, Sabyasachi, I have not seen BJP enjoying this level of a fanfare. Of course, it did have several national leaders like Yogi Adityanath, Smriti Irani, Amit Shah himself, along with even star power, Kangana Ranaut, all of them coming down to Bengal, carrying out the rallies and the campaign, and all those people who are not the disgruntled voters, but they feel that, okay, enough. We have given Mamata Banerjee 3 terms. She has enjoyed power for 3 years. She has given good governance, but it's time for a change. How do you look at the kind of popularity surge that the BJP is enjoying in Bengal? If that is something to go by, then after the last phase of election, could it tell a different story?
Well, Samia, this time around, it's going to be very interesting, and it is very difficult, in fact, right now to predict the ground situation, because unlike 2021, a lot of the things have changed on ground. See, definitely anti-incumbency somewhere has caught up to the Trinamool Congress. That's going to be a huge problem as far as the TMC and Mamata Banerjee is concerned. And the BJP, in fact, have changed its strategy from what we have seen in 2021. Because, Samia, if you remember, in the post-poll violence that was happening in 2021, a lot of the BJP party leaders left the cadres alone on ground. And somewhere post that, the BJP have worked hard on the ground to strengthen their grassroots level workers. And in fact, you can't deny the SIR. The SIR has played a major role, because a huge turnout we are seeing where the bogus voters have been deleted. So automatically the huge numbers, huge turnout of voters could be seen, and somewhere it could be a huge advantage as far as the BJP is concerned. Because if you take an example of Bhavanipur seat itself, because last time Mamata Banerjee won with a margin of 58,000, and this time around 51,000 votes has been completely deleted from Bhavanipur, and the areas of the constituency which were once the stronghold of the Trinamool Congress, where they have won with lakhs of margin, and these lakhs of votes has been completely deleted. So on ground, definitely one, the anti-incumbency is getting caught up with the Trinamool Congress. The second, the SIR clearly giving an edge to the Bharatiya Janata Party, and also the BJP changing its tactics from 2021, focusing more on governance rather than...
And the silent voters, Sabyasachi, even they are going to play a crucial role. We do not know which side they are going to swing. They are keeping their cards close to their chest. It remains to be seen what is going to be the final verdict on 5th May. But thank you, Sabyasachi, for getting us all those details.